Hello friends, this is Chadha from Astro Healer. Mercury, planet of intelligence, communication, your speech. It talks about reasoning power, analytical power, and so on. This is a planet which is taking a transit on the 6th of March from Capricorn to the sign of Aquarius. Before I start this video, let me remind you today is the 26th of February, where I had made a video. You can click on the I button and check this video about Mars today has got into the sign of Capricorn, having a conjunction now with Saturn. Also, I reminded you about a 5-planet conjunction happening on the 28th of March. Please check both these videos if you haven't watched. It's just a reminder. Anyway, now, see, Mercury also is a planet of trade, commerce, banking sector. It is a person who has a very powerful Mercury in his or her horoscope. You will see that the person is very jovial, witty, humorous. He could be a mimicry artist, a person who is on stage entertaining people, very calculative, and these people normally get into the profession like accountancy, marketing, computers, acting, stand-up comedian, banking sector, and music. Because this is all that is related to a prince. Mercury is known as a youth prince, not youth prince, prince, who is so youthful that he goes out to enjoy life. People who have just come out of the dasha of Saturn, where Saturn had made you look very old, very lazy, very slow, yet it made you work like, you know what I'm talking about. The moment you will step into the dasha of Mercury, the first thing which will happen is you will start working on yourself. You will see that your face is glowing. You have a youthfulness. You will start wearing clothes which makes you appear younger than your age. Even at the age of 60, 65 also, you would be like, so much of enthusiasm in you that you would go and would like to socialize, meet people, which was not with the case with you for the last 19 years when you were under the dasha of Saturn. So keeping all these factors in mind, on the 6th of March, if Mercury is getting, what is going to be the effect on each Lagna and each moon sign? Let us look at it. The first sign, the first Lagna I'm going to talk about is Aries. So friends, for the Lagna, Aries, Mercury rules your 3rd house and your 6th house. Now, 3rd house is your siblings, it's your courage. 6th house talks about conflicts, debts, loans, and etc. Having the energy of these two houses, Mercury is getting into your 11th house. So it will be in your 11th house. 11th house is fulfillment of desire, gains, social circle, and so on. I see it's a very favorable time for people who are employed and you are not now reaping the fruit of your hard work which you have been doing. Also, I see if you are into a profession like being a chartered accountant or company secretary in banking sector, you will witness growth. Business owners, especially if you are related to media, travels, I see that you are going to grow, you will have an expansion. At this time, you will see that your communication power is not the best, I would say. Your communication would be such that you are going to attract people. You will be so confident in speaking, and if you are especially into sales, you will very easily achieve the target sale. Your relationship also with your friend circle, social circle, and even your sibling is going to grow stronger now. Yes, you may have a few stress and conflicts with your love life. You may have small conflicts and so on, but that's not to bother, because Mercury is a planet who is not going to stay over there for a long time. This period will be good for students, and especially for students who are preparing for competitive exams. It's going to be a good period for them. Next sign is Taurus. For Taurus, the Mercury, the planet which is getting transit into the sign of Aquarius, rules the second house and the fifth house, and it is getting into the 10th house. 10th house talks about your profession, your career, your name, fame, and so on. Stability would be there, confidence would be there in your work. You will be able to finish all your tasks, whatever task has been given to you. Those who are into their own business, it's a very good period, excellent period for you. People who are dealing with property, or you're a property dealer also, then you have a favorable time. In your personal life, I see that you are having a very good bonding with your boss, with your senior, in family also, with the family members and so on. Your relationship with your extended family also will improve. You will gain good reputation in the society, and people will appreciate you for the type of work, the way you work, and your analytical ability and communication as well. At home, I see that you will have a very good time with your family members, and you're going to be very jovial, very happy, very witty, and you will enjoy your life. Overall, I would say this transit is quite good for people who are of Taurus as a Lagna or moon sign. For Gemini, Mercury rules your Lagna, ascendant, and your 10th house, and shall be transiting in your 9th house of luck, fortune. So this is going to give you a lot of good reputation in your work area. People around you would be quite inspired by you. They will come for advices. Those who are into speculative industry, like working for stock exchange and all, also will do well. Business owners may make huge expenditure, but you will do this, or you will spend money to expand your business during this period. This is, yes, also a good period for those who are into the traveling industry, or they are associated with any foreign company, or in import and export and so on. You will be very much inclined to gain knowledge. Some of you may also want to know about astrology, because Mercury is a planet of astrology. You will spend some time to learn astrology. Okay. You will also be in that socializing mood. Okay, you will make new friends, you will go out partying and so on. So it's a good period for you, because being in the 9th house, Mercury is definitely going to give you a good result. Next sign is Cancer. For Cancer, Mercury rules your 3rd house and the 12th house, and it is transiting from your 8th house. Now 8th house is about sudden is a very mysterious house. Certain gain, certain loss, in-laws, inheritance, occult signs, and such activities. So here I would say that be very careful, because see, eighth house also talks about something being cooked up, like or a conspiracy. So during this period you have to be very careful if you have few people who have got a evil eye on you. Those who are working for multinational companies will be better comparatively, because we are talking about your 12th house also. If 8th house, now if you are into research, you want to do PhD, then, or you want to do study astrology, get into some learning of some occult science, if you are connected to insurance companies or any other field where you get your money coming through commission, this is going to be good for you. Also, I see those who are into research field, all of a sudden you may get a new offer. Yes, I would advise you not to put your money into stock exchange right now, because you will end up into some losses. On a personal front in your life, you will be quite active. You will have a very strong inclination towards getting deeper and deeper into the subject of spirituality. If you are a student who is pursuing or doing doctorate or PhD, it's a favorable time for you, because now you will be able to give your full attention towards your subject and you will do remarkably well. Next sign is Leo. Now for Leo, Mercury rules your second house, which is your wealth and family, wealth accumulation, and the 11th house of income. It is going to transit into the 7th house. Now 7th house is about getting association, marital partnership, business partnership, and so on. This transit is going to be quite auspicious for you. At the professional front, I say that no, even if you are an entrepreneur and if it's a new startup, you will be doing quite well. Your reputation and your goodwill in the market is going to grow. If you are doing business, I see profits coming your way. If you are or you were having problems, or if you are into litigation sector, banking sector, accountancy, marketing, you will witness growth for yourself. Those who are into some business partnership, you may, with your partner, you may plan some strategies how to bring in new innovative ideas, how to expand your business, get few more products into your ambit. On a personal front, good relationship with your life partner. Relationship, if you are not married, if you are single, then you have a good bonding with your love partner as well. You will be able to communicate and express yourself with your partner, whether it is a love partner or it's your spouse, and the bonding will be better. If you are single, not married, you may take a step ahead and take this relationship to the next level. Get married. You will make some new friends. You would plan some outings, some social gathering, and so on. Next sign is Virgo. For Virgo, the Lord of your ascendant and your 10th house shall be traversing from your 6th house. 6th house is about your loans, enemies, disease, and so on, competition as well. You are going to you will be recognized for your hard work and your efforts. You may have some conflicts or arguments with your colleagues or your subordinates. If you're looking for a job change, it's a favorable time for you. You will have a very commanding and very authoritative position over the team, the team under you. So you will come out as a good leader. It's a very auspicious time for people who are working in bank, or you are a chartered accountant, or if you have got anything to do with law, litigation, and so on. In terms of finance, I would say that this is a period average. Your expenditure would be on a higher side. So I would advise you not to invest in anything that is short-term projects. If you have to, then you go for a long term, because short term is not going to give you any benefit. At a personal front, I see bit of quarrels and arguments in the family. You may face some issues with your health, especially to do with nervous disorder, because Mercury rules this, and even your skin. Students, and especially those who are preparing for competitive exams, it's a favorable period for you. Next sign is Libra. For Libra, the Lord of your 12th house and your 9th house. Now 12th house, 9th house, both the houses are, is about travel, foreign travel, expenditure. It's about destiny, luck, religion. It's getting into the 5th house of entertainment, love relationship, children, creativity, intelligence, or you can say study. On a professional front, it's going to be a good transit for you, especially if you are into media, or you are doing theatre, journalism, mass media, communication, acting, so on. At a personal level, this transit is going to be very auspicious for students as well. If you are planning for higher studies, it's a good time for you. This is also a good time for romantic partners. They will witness, something is very, very sparkling into your relationship. This period is also good at family front, because your bonding with your children and your parents are becoming better. You will have an inclination towards spirituality during this period, because your 9th house is getting activated. And never forget, 12th house also is known as a moksha house. So both these houses is taking you towards spiritualism. Next is Scorpio. For Scorpio, the Lord of your 8th house and your 11th house is getting into your 4th house. Now here, 4th house is all about domestic happiness. It's about property, vehicle, mother, and so on. This transit will give you mixed result, and this is a favorable period for you if you are into property, dealing with property or real estate. Those who are into government sector, also there is possibility of a transfer at this time. Investment in property will give you good result, and you will get support from your family as well. At a personal level, the atmosphere, the environment at home is going to be good. There will be fun, partying, and so on. So everybody is going to be happy. That's a good news. You will also go out and buy few things, gifts for your family members. During this period, there are chances that you may also get some earning from your ancestral property, or get a share through an inheritance. This is the time also favorable if you want to plan or you want to buy a new vehicle. Students will be a bit of distracted, and their concentration will be poor. I'll tell you why. Because if you're so happy and everybody's enjoying, who would want to go into a separate room and sit and study? So distraction is going to be there. Anyway, this distraction is good, healthy. Next sign is Lagna is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Mercury is ruling over your 7th house and your 10th house, and it is going to traverse into your 3rd house. 3rd house is about courage, strength and communication, also mass media communication, siblings, your neighbor, and it is also a house of politics. How do you connect to masses? Anyway, so your hard work and your efforts are going to bring results for you, fruitful results, good results. Professional front, I see that new opportunities are coming your way. The way you are working very diligently, people are appreciating, recognizing you, and increment and promotion is in the air. It is also a very good time to engage in a professional field like marketing, journalism, media. This is a good time to show your talent. On a personal front, I feel that you have to put a bit of effort especially in your married life. So there could be a little bit of, it's taking a dip. So you have to just bring that up. If you are single, then you may get into a new relationship. That's a very good thing. You may plan a short trip along with your brothers and sisters, friends, and so on. Good time for people, for students who are into journalism, marketing, acting, theatre, or writing. You will perform well in your respective courses, and you will be an inspiration for your batchmates. Next is Capricorn. For Capricorn, Mercury rules your 6th house and it rules your 9th house. Now, and it is going to take a transit into your 2nd house, Aquarius. Now, 2nd house is where your bank balance, where you accumulate money. It's your extended family. It's about your speech and so on. I see that the 9th and the 2nd combination over here, it's going to give you a good financial growth, very good financial growth. Your marketing skill is going to enhance. You may make travel plans for your work. There would be definitely rise in your income. Those who are looking for a job in a new establishment, your desires will be fulfilled. Those who are into the stock market will also witness certain profit. But once again, I want to tell you, see, this is what one planet is showing you, that this is going to be a profit. But do not forget the other planets also working behind, because the other planets are also saying that there could be there's already a dip in the stock market. That's what I have heard. I've told you many a times I am not good at stock market. I don't know what's happening over there. Anyway, so also I would say investing into property or house will bring you good result. You may plan to purchase a house for your, not a commercial property, but for as a residential purpose. You have to be a bit careful about your speech, as you may use some words which may be taken as criticism, or it will be taken in the wrong way, and there could be some misunderstanding. Next sign is Aquarius. For Aquarius, Mercury rules your 5th house and it rules 8th house. Now, it is getting into your Lagna. Now, 8th house energy getting into your Lagna, 5th house energy getting into your Lagna. So 5th house is entertainment, studies, children, romance. 8th house is a mysterious house about occult. Now it is getting into your Lagna, which makes you as a person. It's your personality, your character, your image, and so on. So at a professional front, you are advised to avoid any kind of major risk now during this period, as you may land up into losses. Now this is about Mercury. I just spoke last in the video that Jupiter also is there. Jupiter is now giving you a blessing. So all these effects will be neutralized as well. I also see, or I would advise you on a professional front that avoid any kind of, some decision which may go wrong. So take advice, ask people who are the relevant people who knows or who are professional practitioners. If you are working professional, it's a better time for you, especially if you are working for insurance, if you are working mining 8th house, when you go dig down. Then if you are into any occult activity, like if you are an astrologer or tarot card reader, if you are into Reiki or something like that, it's a good time for you. You will also witness or recognize your service and your reputation in the market is increasing. You will also have new clients who would call upon you, especially if you are into occult. Avoid making any big investment, especially into speculative, that means share market. Don't play there. This period is good for professional or personal growth, and you will be working on your communication and your marketing skill. You may even go for some workshops. Those who are planning for children, it's a good time, good period. You may get a good news that the conception is very much on the card. Some of you may feel very proud of your children because they are showing very good results academically also. In your romantic life, it's a good period. So that area is quite fine. The understanding between you and your romantic partner is becoming better and you're growing. Married natives have possibility of interacting more with the in-laws and building a good relationship. Now coming to the last sign is Pisces. Now for Pisces, I see that Lord of your 4th house and your 7th house, both are the Kendras. Now it is getting into the 12th house. Now 12th house is about long journeys. It's about expenditure, it's about losses, it's also about hospitalization and so on. But remember, this is an auspicious planet. So, you will be spendthrift, no doubt about it. You will go out and buy some luxurious item for yourself, maybe for family members as well. Professional front, I see that if you're working for a multinational company, you may get increment in your salary and a promotion as well. It's a very good time for people who are into the banking sector, or if you are into accountancy. Business owners who are working with, they're trading or associated with foreign market, then there is expansion and there is growth. Those who are into partnership business need to be a bit careful, because you may land up into major losses because of some new deals where you may have some problems. So be careful there. This period is average for people who are into property dealing. At a personal level, I feel married couples may face some physical distance between you and your spouse. So you may have to travel somewhere out and you will feel that because you will feel a little drifted away. Also, due to so many activities happening around you, your busy schedule, you will not be able to give time to your family, to your life partner and children as well. Now, it's a very good time for students who would want to study abroad. You can start filling up your application and you will be successful. But again, like I always tell you in my video, Mercury planet says something, I am saying something. Look at the other sectors also, look at the condition and the situation as well, because there are other planets also, they are also playing a role. So when you are applying abroad, make sure that whatever is in future, see whether is this feasible, viable, and then go ahead. So friends, this was all about the 12 Lagnas I was talking about. If you did like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel and you are already doing, and I'm so much thankful to you. Click on the notification bell icon and give me some time to put the timestamp. Thank you.